Hello everyone, and welcome to the Scourge of the Past Raid Guide Part 3. This is the final installment out of the 3-part series for Scourge of the Past. Let's take a look at the roles and locations. Role 1, Arena Team. This team is separated into 3 Guardians that will control the top portion of the arena. Their sole responsibility is to take care of the Shanks and Servitors that spawn at the cross points of the map itself. Once they kill the Servitor, they will initiate the actual encounter and allow the Tunnel Team to go down to the tunnels and start their portion of the encounter. The Shanks and Servitor spawn locations are top, bottom, middle left, and middle right. This will also come into play later for the second part of this encounter. As of now with the Shanks, when they spawn in, they will either have a Void, Arc, or Solar Shield, and they will stay within that rotation every time that they spawn in. So ensure that every single Guardian up top has 1 damage type of each energy, so that way you can kill the Shanks quickly when they spawn in. The Servitors will spawn in once your Tunnel Team punches their councils in order to collect their buffs. When you kill the Servitor, it will reset your Tunnel Team's council in order for them to grab another buff as well. Role 2 is Tunnel Team. 3 Guardians travel down to the tunnels and find a council, 1 per Guardian. 4 councils are in total, and 3 will have a solid shape and color. 1 will be flashing multiple shapes and be red. That council is the Corrupted Council. You do not want to grab that, as it will wipe your team. Once the 3 Guardians position themselves by a council that has a solid shape and solid color, everybody announces they are good, and you grab the charges at the same time. What this does is spawns a Servitor for the Arena Team to kill during this phase. Once the Servitor is taken down, the Tunnel Team can travel back to the arena and deposit their charge on a plate. Once you deposit 2 charges on a plate, a tank will spawn per plate. This will allow you to deal damage to the boss and finish off the encounter. Each tank spawned will have roughly 30 seconds to deal damage to the boss. After the timer expires, your Drake will slowly then deteriorate and blow up. You want to exit your Drake before the timer expires and make sure to keep distance from the missiles being shot down by the boss while dealing damage during this encounter. It's quick to note that you want to just strafe left and right or back and forth in order to dodge these missiles. The very last encounter starts when you kill the Berserker in front of the map room and let your map reader grab the charge, which brings us to Role 1, Map Reader. When you deposit your charge, the map will spawn in front of you. On the map, you have top, bottom right, bottom left, Berserkers, middle left, top right, and middle right. When you direct your team to slam charges they pick up from Berserkers, you will call out 1 or top, 2 or bottom right, 3 or bottom left. Those are the plates that your teammates have to slam their charges into in order to spawn a tank. 4 charges total need to be slammed into the boxes in order to spawn the Drake. This brings us to Role 2, Battery Runner. When you grab your charge from the dead Berserker that your map reader guided you to, you stand still and wait for your map reader to give you the call out as to where you deposit your charge. Role 3 is Boss Shields. You want to assign 1 Floater Guardian and the map reader to this position. When the boss spawns, there will be 6 shields across his body, 2 on his shins, 2 on his backpack, 1 on his left shoulder, and 1 on his right abdomen. When you destroy these 6 shields, it allows you to deal damage to the boss with a tank that is spawned from the battery runners. When the battery runner shoots the boss with the tank, it will stun him, creating the damage phase. Your team groups up into map room and waits for the boss to get stunned. When the boss is stunned, you have to triangulate yourselves in a triangle pattern, so that way when the boss pulses, the buff that you receive from the pulse will dictate where you stand. My team does continuous in the back, behind the map, angular on the front left window, where the front left well is, and parallel on the front right window, where the front right well is. When you get these buffs, you have to make sure you move to the correct position in order to link up to your Guardian. When you are linked up, you will deal an increased amount of damage, allowing you to finish the boss off quickly. If you are not grouped up in the right spot, you will tether your Guardian and take damage over time while doing less damage. That's the end of the guide series, and I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.